It's week 3 of the NFL, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Steelers and the Colts, and it's coming.
We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. Off we go from downtown Indianapolis. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
Last week, when you go back and watch and study this tape, Mike, the problem is at the quarterback position, you need to be a difference maker. Last week, they were trying to overcome his poor performance, and you're just not going to be able to do that week in and week out at this level. Your quarterback has to be a driving force. He has to be a productive player within your system, and when you turn the ball over the way he did last week and not really lead to any points or any real sustained success on offense, that is a hard combination if you expect to win. So they're going to need more production, they're going to need more touchdowns, and they're going to need less turnovers.
No chance at all. He'll go down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
He'll drop to throw. He'll find Montgomery out of the backfield. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They'll try and run it here with Montgomery. Fighting for the marker. He loses the footballs. And the defense has it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
And remember now, so that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. And this is going to work out for them. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Olave is the motion man. Murray now on 2nd down. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Here's a run with the rookie from Ohio State. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
This is how you drop your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Now Murray on 1st down. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And It wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Not a whole lot there as he'll get to midfield, and that's all. Here's 2nd and 9. In motion comes Thomas. Now a 2nd down throw for Murray. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down in bounds. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, it's Murray. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Steeler first down. Out of the pistol, it's Murray. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Throwing again is Murray. That one caught by Wilson. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no...
It'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Murray. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And he will score. Roman Wilson. Touchdown, Steelers. His first touchdown of the new campaign.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here, takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
A return now from the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Colts offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. And they'll be set up now, up past the 40 with that one. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Get this to the tight end, Johnny Munt. And it'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. A run up the gut with Montgomery. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. And he's into the end zone. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Davis.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
This taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Steelers offense ready for their second possession. We're trying to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive. 1st and 10. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Working out of the gun, Murray. He keeps it himself. Murray, the former baseball player, knows how to slide, and he does it here after picking up the first down. On the ground is Mason. Good defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
They'll run. This is Mason. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Xavier McKinney, the one who brings him down. 3rd and 9. Play action now. It's Murray. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. So that brings up 4th down. The veteran Jake Bailey called on to punt. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Colts offense and Tyreek Hill heading back on the field. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Terrell Bernard. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They go play action now. Murray. Back deep for Olave. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing Murray. A dive and a catch. Incredible. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field. And not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. That's a big-time play to secure that one.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. They put Wilson in motion. 2nd down, Murray.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Murray on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This about as short as you can get. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Steelers will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
He'll start at the 4. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Colts offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31. 2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
One more time for Montgomery. And he does not want to go down. Somehow he turned that into a gain of 6. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Now a 3rd and 2. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Micah Parsons, too tough to stop, gets in to bring him down.
The entire idea of the bootleg is to move your quarterback off of his normal spot. Buy some extra time for your offensive line and alleviate some of the pressure on the protection. But in this case, it seemed to me like the quarterback panicked a little bit. He went into survival mode and ended up leading to a massive loss.
Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. Down. From the gun, it's Murray. The open man is Wilson. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4. Murray. Right back to Wilson. He's got it again. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the shotgun, it's Murray. That's over the middle to his tight end, Kincaid. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. 1st and 10. Murray's going to throw again. Catch made right side by Thomas. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They put Wilson in motion. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
He's got his man, complete to Wilson. He is in. Roman Wilson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the 1st half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Colts 7.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Justice Hill to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Colts offense ready to see what they can do. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. He'll find Montgomery out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. He'll look to throw. That one on target to Moore. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. That one knocked away and incomplete.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else. And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
2nd and 7. They'll look to throw again. This one is caught by Robinson.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their 2nd. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Back to the air one more time. That's to Robinson. He's got it. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. The Colts will signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. This will be a 38-yard attempt. McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Colts are back within a score. It's now 17-10.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Murray to throw. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense and Kyler Murray set to take over once again. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. They put Wilson in motion. Strong. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll turn and hand this one off. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They face 2nd down and 7. Back to throw is Murray. The left side into the hands of Olave. It's a gain of 10 yards. That's a Steeler first down. A run. And here's Mason. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. In motion comes Thomas. Murray now on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Now it's Murray. And this one is caught, but the momentum, that'll take him out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Could not get himself turned upfield. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Handoff here, up the middle. He'll carry this one inside the 20, into the red zone. Give him 8 on that carry. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. And the Steelers have got a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 4-yard line. 15 yards the pickup. Good for a first down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Murray. That is caught. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. Off the play fake. Here's Murray. And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face 1st and goal. He slams it in there, and he is in. Jordan Mason, touchdown Steelers. Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Steelers move out to a 24-10 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Into space at the 45. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
On the ground, Montgomery. trying to pick up 3 or maybe 4 to rep. Third and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They're going to run the draw with Montgomery to take this inside the 40 to the 39, but most importantly, they've got it. That's a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Montgomery. Trying to shove his way forward, but brought down after a gain of a yard.
Davis on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
They'll run with Montgomery. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30. Now this time they'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. Oh, big hole left side. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with 1st and goal.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field. And this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick 6.
That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal. And, Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. Set to go now on 1st and 10. So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now they'll set up to throw. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Throwing now, Murray on 1st down. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Murray. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Really nice throw downfield on that conversion. Brings up a new set of downs. And defensively, Mike, this feels like desperation mode. If you allow them to finish this drive with a touchdown, this game feels all but over.
On 1st and 10, it's Murray. The outside, complete to Thomas.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Quick slant into the hands of Wilson. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. Here's a run. And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. It's a designed run for Murray. And he will do it himself. He's in. Kyler Murray. Touchdown, Steelers. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the 3rd quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the right, that's Pitts. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Throwing now on 1st and 10. You'll get this to Pitts once more. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Short throw taken by Pitts.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw yet again. He'll find Montgomery out of the backfield. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 1.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. They'll try it now with Montgomery. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
On the ground, it's Jalen Warren. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Montgomery. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards. Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll try to run. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down. So they come to the line for first down and 10. The drive will start on the ground. Hard running there. He'll get this only to about the 13. They'll come up on a second down and 8. They'll stick with him again. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. 21 is the line to gain as we hit third down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Steelers getting ready to put this one away. And he's on to punt for just the second time in this game. That'll be returnable from the 35. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And the turnovers have really been the story here. Take you back through the high, or actually the lowlights in this one. Not a lot of positives when you have a 3-interception game under pressure all game long. The secondary feasting on his passes. Back to throw here to begin the drive. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. We'll try again. It's second and 10. Throwing now from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. They'll throw out of the gun. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. His second grab on this drive. Good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down. Back to the air one more time. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
It's second and 21 at the 39-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. He'll drop to throw. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. Back to throw. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
Mike, this is a great example of a wide receiver who just truly understands the concept of spacing. When you're open, stay open. If you're not open, get open. And when you can do that and operate in the middle of the field, man, you are such a weapon and a reliable target for your quarterback. It's a great example of it here. He works to stay open, middle of the field, ball's on target. It's an easy touchdown.
He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get this very close to a first down. A nice run there. It just end up a little bit short. So this one, a win for the visiting Steelers. And right away, you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. And as a result, they're going to come away with the victory.
To win.